Well, good day to you one and all. It is I, Justin Hawkins, and this is Justin Hawkins Rides Again. I'm not sitting in the middle, sorry about that. Oh, just budge over a little bit. Right, today I'm talking about Lana Del Rey. I ain't never talked about her before on this channel or in my regular kind of daily existence. It's just never been on my radar. And I know people love what she's doing and consider her to be a cut above the rest. But I think I'll be the judge of that, thank you. I'm going to listen to a song called Did You Know That There's a Tunnel Under Ocean Boulevard? Actually, I didn't know that. 7th of December it came out. I'm looking forward to hearing it. What about you guys? Justin Hawkins Rides Again. Lana Del Rey's music is noted for its cinematic quality and exploration of tragic romance, glamour and melancholia, with frequent references to contemporary pop culture and 1950s and 1960s Americana. I love all that stuff. I wish you'd go further back though and do like 20s to 40s. That stuff's really interesting, with things like Prohibition, the Charleston. Was that America? You know, all that Gatsby stuff. I love all that thing. Anyway, she's been labelled an alt-pop or alternative pop artist. Upon her debut release, her music was described as Hollywood sadcore by some music critics. What happened there is one music critic called it Hollywood sadcore, then everybody started calling it Hollywood's sadcore, because a lot of these music critics are incapable of original thought. I don't put myself in that category. Actually, sometimes. Anyway, she cites a wide array of musical artists as influences, including numerous pop, jazz and blues performers from the mid-20th century, such as Andrew Lloyd Webber, Frank Sinatra, Nina Simone and Billie Holiday. She possesses an expansive contralto vocal range which spans 3+ octaves. Contralto is a type of classical female singing voice whose vocal range is the lowest of the female voice types. Contemporary music critics have called her voice smoky, gravelly and reminiscent of Marilyn Monroe. So that's cool, isn't it? Let's have a little look.
Did you know that there's a tunnel under Ocean Boulevard?
Ooh, that's nice. It's got a slightly... I can hear what that cinematic observation is. It's got this sort of David Lynch soundtrack quality to it. You know...
Did you know that there's a tunnel under Ocean Boulevard?
Okay, so the first two chords are... C to its relative minor, A minor. 3 semitones down, that's how you do it. It's the kind of thing you do... Well, people have been doing it since the beginning of time, really. Because they're complementary to one another, those two chords. And
Tiles on the wall. I can't help it.
Oh, I like that little... I've heard people using sort of making string arrangements that are cyclical and repetitive, and you always know what you're going to get when the chorus comes in. It's going to be that violin part from the last one. What I'd like to hear here is one of those more imaginative sort of orchestral arrangements where it's not just two ideas repeated ad nauseum. Ad nauseum means until you're sick.
By 2 man-made walls, and I'm lying.
Ooh, there it changes. Is that F? Yeah. So she goes... There's an F.
Tell me you like it. Fuck me to death.
Did she just say fuck me to death? Gulp.
There's a girl who sings Hotel California.
Referencing the Eagles' seminal work, Hotel California, from 1975.
Don't forget me. When's it gonna be my turn?
bit worried when I heard the sort of the effects that they'd applied to the rhythm section of this. I thought it was going to go a little bit like I don't know, like a dance production or something, but now it seems to be this kind of filtered and affected sort of stuff is in the background. There's more kind of natural sounding acoustic drum set in there. So it's actually pretty lovely, isn't it? It's a nice thing to listen to. It's a nice thing to listen to, that is. It's half the battle, really.
Open me, tell me you like me.
No, I love those, the way the strings are swelling into it now. It's starting to take over a little bit.
Don't forget me, there's a tunnel under Ocean Boulevard.
She's got a little bit of that golf balls in her mouth, sort of highly compressed thing, but I think that's because she's singing in a really intimate way. That's why she gets that sort of gravelly bit. You know, because sometimes when you force more air through a thing and you do a performance that's from a, you know, you're singing from the bottom of your diaphragm, really roaring this stuff out, the sort of, I don't know, that sort of graty quality to it disappears when you get into sort of really giving it the big un. So I think the compression is there to let her do a reduced performance and thus get that smoky sound that people have talked about.
Barry Nelson has a song, his voice breaks it to
Listen to those strings, this is lovely.
When's it gonna be my turn? Don't forget me.
Okay, this is the big chorus, isn't it? It's quite moving, all this stuff. I'm not quite sure what she's on about, but I'll have to go back and listen to the lyrics properly. But that's sort of, I just think that string arrangement is doing exactly what I had hoped it was going to do. Like at the beginning when I heard like a little mordant phrase, it did something interesting at the beginning and then just wasn't there anymore. And then it sort of crept in. Now it's swelling and it's expansive and it's making you go, oh my God, this is a real thing. You know, this is actually great. I like it.
When's it gonna be my turn?
And I like the way, like, when she goes, turn, and she's up there, the performance is spot on, and it's a little bit sharp, and they haven't pitch corrected it. I mean, all they've got on their voice is, like, obviously, there's probably a million things happening with the EQ, the compression, and some delays and reverbs and all that stuff that they put on the signal chain. But they're not correcting the pitch. They're letting her be sharp, and that's really effective. Not be sharp, the note, just allowing her to sing more sharply than what she probably was aiming for. But, you know, at this point in the song, when all this stuff's up and in your face, you need something exciting. And actually that dissonance, and I've talked about this before, like the dissonance helps a voice to cut through, and actually it's really moving. And I'm glad it's sharp as opposed to flat, because flat just means you're tired. Sharp means you're excited, or you've got some sort of bee in your bonnet. And all the violins in the world can't drown you out when you're singing a little bit sharp because you've got a bee in your bonnet, as they say.
There's a tunnel under Ocean Boulevard. Don't forget me.
So here it comes, like a massive backing vocal arrangement. It's almost gospel-esque in it, but I think it's all her voice.
Don't forget me. Like the tunnel under Ocean Boulevard.
It's really gospel. Yeah! People sort of doing all these scats in the background. I would assume it's just multi-tracked Lana, if you'll permit me for using her, you know, addressing her on first name terms. It sounds like it's all her voice, but then yeah, that's her, isn't it? Surely. This section here, if you just listen to the instrumental backing here, I know it's not supposed to sound like this, but it actually reminds me of some of the sort of later The Verve. More or less. Sorry, I don't know why I'm bringing The Verve into a Lana Del Rey analysis, but I think you know what I'm saying. found that really moving, actually. It was excellent. Brilliant arrangement, and I think she's an interesting artist. I mean, people speak of her as a true alternative, but still within the pop realm. I think she's a role model for people just to sit with the sadness and then express it. Isn't it great? I mean, this is what we're supposed to be doing, isn't it? It's the healthy way. Well done, Lana Del Rey, for showing us the healthy way. And that rhymes! Sorry, it's not the time or the place. Justin Hawkins rides again. Again. Deliberately sharp, see? Takes a special talent to be able to sing just that little bit too sharp. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, watch one of these 2 videos, and look after yourselves. Keep an eye on yourselves, and I'll see you on the ice. Nice one.